Welcome back. This is part two of my playoff wild card predictions. This is the NFC side. If you missed it, I did an AFC side yesterday. Didn't really talk about what I was going to talk about. I lied there, and I'm sorry for that. I promise I'm gonna talk about what I was going to talk about, which was the matchups that I like and don't like, stats, my winner, and the score. Let's go ahead and get into that. Starting with the first NFC game, which would be Green Bay and Philadelphia. Starting out with Green Bay, phenomenal season. Rushing defense, finally, you had one. Top 6 defense, top 8 offense. Jordan Love's finally starting to get into his groove. He got a little bit banged up last week versus Chicago. Christian Watson out for the year. You really need to have him this playoff run, but I mean, time of possession is going to matter in this game. Matchup I really want to look at is how the Jordan Love faces that defense of Phillies. Granted, Phillies defense has some flaws this year, but not very many that you can point to. Time of possession is going to be another good matchup I would want to watch out for in this game. Let's go ahead and look at Philly. Taking a look at Philly, they have 7th ranked points per game, 2nd ranked points allowed per game, 1st passing defense, 10th rushing defense, 29th passing offense, 2nd rushing offense, and 3rd in time of possession. Time of possession will matter in this game. I'm telling you that right now. Whoever wins this game is going to have the ball for the most amount of time. Another matchup you'd want to watch for is Green Bay's rushing defense versus Saquon. Last time they played, it was a very great game. I didn't get to watch it, though. But, yeah. The key to Green Bay winning this game is putting pressure on Jalen Hurts to make mistakes. When you do that, you create a key factor of getting the offense back on that field and wearing that defense out. I do think that is going to happen. My prediction will be Green Bay. I'd probably go along the lines of 27-23. Saquon's going to pop off in the 4th, but it won't be enough. And that defense is finally going to shut down Green Bay in the second half. Let's go ahead and hop into the next matchup, which will be Sunday Night Football between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Washington Redskins. Okay, I do not have Tampa Bay stats, but I didn't really need them. I just know they've been a great team. They're one of the top rushing offenses in the league, which actually creates a great matchup for Bucky Irvin versus their rushing defense. Talking about Washington's rushing defense. Washington rates 18 in points per game allowed and 5th in points per game. The main matchup is just Washington's rushing defense versus Bucky Irvin, and then the Bucs defense versus Jaden Daniels. It's crazy to tell you that a rookie is having this phenomenal of a season, but when you have Cliff Kingsbury as your OC, which I don't think he should be a head coach, I think he should stay OC after this year. Then you have Dan Quinn controlling the defense. As you see, it's sort of working, sort of not working. You can have some kinks here and there that you need to work out, but it's been pretty good so far this year. Baker is not going to have that many pass attempts to Mike Evans, because Marshawn Lattimore is just going to be all over him. And as you know in the past, he locks up Mike Evans no matter what. So you're going to have to go to Jaden McMillan, and rely on Bucky Irvin in that run game. Chris Godwin being out is really massive. He's been out the whole year almost, which proves how much this Bucs team is able to thrive without one of their top stars. This is going to be a great game, probably game of the week. I'm going to give it to Tampa Bay. I'm going to go along the lines of, I'm going to go high scoring. I'm going to go 35-31, which would bring me to my last matchup, the Los Angeles Rams versus the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go ahead and dive into stats before I give you my outlook and matchups. Looking at the Rams, 20th ranked offense, 15th total yards, 10th passing, 24th rushing. Defense 17th. Losing Aaron Donald's massive. And you got to think about that offense. They haven't had their weapons most of the year. Puka's been out. Cooper's been out. Stafford, I don't think's been out besides the last game, but they already clinched the playoff spot. They didn't care. When they're all together, they're one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best, when healthy on offense. I think we'll see that in this game. Now, Brian Flores versus Sean McVay is the key matchup in this game. Who can draw up better schemes against each other? Last time Sean McVay did that, and it wasn't close. It was 30-20. Yeah, there was a missed face mask call, but what could have really turned out if they called it? I think it probably would have been 30-23, but people would have said 30-20. Let's go ahead and look at Minnesota stats before I give a breakdown on the score. Minnesota, 9th offense, 6th passing, 19th rushing. Defense, 5th. Points per game allowed, 28th passing, 2nd rushing. Besides Flores and McVay as the key matchup, the other one is that Rams offense versus this Vikings defense, mainly in the passing game. You're not going to be able to run the ball in this Vikings team. Minnesota sort of were not themselves against Detroit. You had Darnold under pressure most of the night. It was close heading into probably midway through the third, and then Detroit finally decided to run away with it. The thing is here, do you put that much pressure on Darnold again of what the Lions did and continue on that? If so, this is going to be a runaway game for the Rams. If not, you're going to have a slightly close game. Darnold's going to have to step into his own here. This is what makes or breaks quarterbacks in their careers. Now, Darnold has not had the best career. This year has been a very big resurgence. Coming with the Niners last year, learning from Purdy and Shanahan is amazing. And then getting Kevin O'Connell. Let's go ahead and give y'all my prediction and then the matchups for next week. Okay, my prediction is that the Rams do win this, but it's going to be like the Ravens and Steelers game. It's going to be very low scoring probably. I don't see where Stafford goes off like he did last time. I think that passing defense will step up. I think Darnold will sort of play like he did against Detroit. Not that good, but he'll probably be good enough to keep it close this time. I got the Rams 20-17, which would make the matchups Green Bay versus Detroit, Green Bay at Detroit, and then Tampa Bay versus LA. Those were my NFC playoff predictions. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm posting this to YouTube. I'll do another video of y'all going to my YouTube. I'll send you the link to that. Go subscribe to that where I can go live on YouTube and not get suspended or banned. I think I need to have 100 subscribers before I do that. But, look, y'all have a blessed day, okay? I ain't going to hold y'all long. It's already been 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Y'all have a blessed day. Keep God number one. Peace.